Sammy, I'll see you whenever you manage to dig your balls out of Roman's pocket.
Oh, I remember that one, and I like that one. Guys, this is, if you didn't already guess, this is more WWE most savage insults in history. Comes from the Venom Wrestling channel. As always, link is in the description. Make sure and check out Venom Wrestling, and they got a lot of great videos over there. These are a lot of fun. I just posted a short about how much I really enjoy Kevin Owens, well, his in-ring work and his personality. He's a really funny dude.
Welcome, sir. And what brings you out here to watch? Well, I'm out here just protecting my investment, but if you cut me off again, I'll slap those glasses off your fat head.
You're lucky because I'm not
Going after an announcer or somebody who's not a fighter is always a good way to get some heel heat. We did a whole program. I'll tell you guys the whole story sometime. A whole program of that with our ring announcer years ago in one group I worked for. It went over huge, but not the way we hope. People started cheering me being a bully. You never know for sure which way things are going to break in wrestling.
in your family because if I was, I would have already beat your ass to a bloody pulp.
Oh, hold on. I want to hear that again.
Glasses off your fat head.
I didn't catch
Lucky
it.
because I'm not in your family because if I was, I would have already beat your ass to a bloody pulp.
Undertaker's good at just laying it out there. And seriously, and his character, that works. He doesn't need a lot of catchphrases or witty rapport. He's the Undertaker. He's a badass. Or in that case, he's the American badass. He's a badass.
I will not let my client fight you, fat.
Uh-oh. Okay, you could make
Hey, what do you call him?
Fight you, fat.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Fat something, right? Fat shit? I don't know. Anybody know what he called him? I'm not even sure. Seems like a good put down, but I don't know. I don't know what was said.
Okay, you could make a name for yourself, man. Are you talking to me?
You're damn right. I'm talking to you. Are you telling me that
That's
you
pretty
married
good.
that
You'll
chick and now
slap
you
in the
became
face.
one of them?
Randy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's always a solid angle when you get the Yoko Ono effect. In any respect, not necessarily. Well, in that case, yeah, breaking up the band, or just the woman comes in and changes somebody's loyalties.
I mean, my dad's stubborn. If it were my father, well, he's not your father. And quite frankly, he was a hell of a lot better than your father.
Oh, that's rude. If you look at their history, true as far as wins and losses and everything, and national prominence, but still rough.
I'd have to say
Cowboy Bob was okay.
Baby lost her flower a long time ago.
There's-
Become everything that you
They're still just getting dumped on some more. You gotta love it.
hate because all you give a damn about is fortune and fame, just like your wife.
And I wanted to be the first one.
Go after
to get
somebody's
my
wife.
hands on that world title.
You realize that this is made out of gold, not chocolate, right?
If I was in Mark Henry's shoes, though, I don't know how he didn't break. Even if that was scripted, and it probably was. Even if he knew that line was coming, that was such a good line, and Christian did it so well. I might have broke on that. That's pretty good.
Girls. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
They should all. I don't know what happened there, but they should all just got together and just kicked the dog shit out of him after that.
You hear me? In 48 hours, I'm gonna whip your ass.
S-A-W-F-T.
That's not how you spell soft.
Kurt Angle might be the truly funny guy in wrestling. I mean, and his comedy lines were great. That you least expected it. I mean, an Olympic champion and everything, with the real life pedigree and background he had, but he was funny as hell. Right up there with R-Truth and Kevin Owens and these guys that really, really make you laugh.
It's gonna stand up at the top of that ramp that you are Brock Lesnar, the bitch.
Oh, the B word again.
Rollins versus Dean
Always a good one to take out.
Do you have to ask permission from your father-in-law first?
You got to use that. I mean, given the situation, the familial situation that Triple H ended up in, you can't ignore that.
Take yourself to the back, drink your Ensure, take a nap, and get out of this ring before you get hurt.
I've talked about, and I might be doing some videos on it, maybe coming back and trying to wrestle one more time, going for one more match. If I did, that would be a quality promo for somebody to cut on me. That would be accurate. And, you know, they could add in something about my depends as well.
Why don't you ask your sister and your mama how gay Sean is?
Check it out. He's the right-hand man.
Alabama.
And this one right here, he's nothing but a little bitch, right?
Oh, that's now that was
He's the right-hand man.
quality use of the bitch
This
word.
one right here, he's nothing but a little bitch, right?
The reason I say that is because you call somebody a bitch, it's always going to get an ooh from the crowd, and it's a good line and everything. But when you got the act, you're not just using it as a cover-all word. He's saying he's the bitch because they feel like he's the bitch in their organization. You know, a deserved title.
Sean, you want to fight? You son of a bitch!
I'm gonna tell you the truth. These cookies suck.
Look at all the
Get that much of a pop. But with a double entendre available of, you know, a woman's cookies, it can mean a lot of things.
times we've been together. Look at Eddie, man.
Eddie's dead.
The only
I've always said with stuff like a lot of time, and you'll hear things like that said when a wrestler passes all the time in the ring. And I know it upsets a lot of people, but I don't think it would upset the deceased. Eddie lived for this business. I just, and I don't want to speak for anybody. This is just strictly my opinion. I never met Eddie personally. I know people who worked with him closely. That's how I know what a great guy he was with, you know, taking time out to help all these young guys in the indies and stuff. And just what I know of Eddie and how much he loved the business, I can't imagine him having a problem with his name being used in any way, shape, or form to get something over. I like to think he'd be proud of it.
only television show you will ever be appearing on again is Total Divas.
Ah, not bad.
What
Not bad.
say about that, Nashhole? Oh.
That's pretty good. Sometimes something really obvious can still be pretty funny. Nashhole.
Carlito, you ain't cool. You should be choking on these nuts.
Ah.
You are the definition of the common criminal. And Kofi Kingston, you should be in.
Did he say criminal or criminal? Either way, it still works. But
These nuts.
An MVP, you are the definition of the common criminal. And Kofi Kingston, you should be in jail.
Can I have your attention,
wow,
please?
that's kind of rough. Oh yeah, I remember that was actually the whole "Can I have your attention, please?" That was actually well done. They played and they got rid of it at the right time too. I remember thinking that at the time. They played that out. It was funny how annoying he was with it, and then they didn't overplay it. I liked that whole angle they worked there.
Like there's a new tribal chief on Monday night, and apparently she has bigger balls than Roman Reigns ever did.
That was a good one. That's a solid one.
Yeah. I think what's funny is the only way you'd ever win a Slammy is if they had a Has-Been of the Year category.
Otherwise, you're just gonna do what.
Wow. He went after somebody I really like there, but he's still KO. He's still cool.
You always do, run like a little bitch.
That's a good one. She delivered that well too. Yeah, and Edge's just his facial response was perfect. I like that. That was a good bit right there.
So you don't hurt your neck again going through those ropes.
Wow.
Hey, do me a favor.
Wow.
Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?
Again, I've said it before. If you're going to have issues that are that public, it's perfect fuel, perfect fodder in a wrestling ring.
Things in this ring
in a
that
promo.
Nobody else can do.
Well, can you take that title and shove it up your ass?
But I can take this fist and create more hits than the last Fozzy album.
You remember?
Whoa! Way to go, Shelton. He should have. I don't know if he did, but his takeaway line from that, he should have said, I can create more hits than the last Fozzy album, and I'm only going to punch you once. Good stuff.
For that, Rick, pain that you've ever felt in your life. But you say what if you like to sleep with your own sister?
My tag team division.
and half the crowd is like, oh, I'm with that.
But I hear that TNA is hiring.
Oh.
Kind of like the Stanley Cup. They'll never
Yikes.
see it in their lifetime.
Local sports dig.
Winning a WWE
Nice.
championship.
Oh, what was that?
Kinda like you,
Hold on.
Stanley Cup. They'll never see it in their lifetime.
kind of like you winning a WWE championship.
That won't happen. Ooh, that's pretty harsh there, Trish.
Because of our
Love Big E.
We have broken more barriers than you ever have.
The only door you ever knocked down was the door to John Cena's bedroom.
Obvious one, and it's about time Rhonda said something that at least sounded halfway convincing.
Congratulations. Maybe having a bottle of champagne around you isn't the best idea.
Samoa Joe had some good cutting remarks, good cutting promos. Some of his are like, I shouldn't say it's not like it's a bad thing. Some of them are really obvious, but they're good, they're effective.
Let's talk about your kids. I don't give a shit about your kids.
That's perfect. I mean, when you have your monster going right after somebody who's, that angle they built up about, I got kids, and having them take that on directly, that's good.
Shut up! Or I'll stick that cane right up your ass.
Oh, that'd be uncomfortable.
You're big
Good
on
stuff.
getting in people's faces.
Just don't get all.
That's good. Wow, Dusty knew how to cut a promo. Dusty knew how to create tension when he wanted to create tension.
All rated R like your boy Xavier Woods.
You're the brains of this.
Yeah. By that time, I'm sure the video they're referencing was all over the internet. It's fair game.
Operation. Your wife's the brawn.
We saw that one before.
Your son will call Brock Lesnar Daddy.
Oh, going up to somebody's kids.
Mine went straight to DVD, just like yours.
See, now again, I say it all the time. I preface it. I know I'm not a Punk fan, but I never denied that he has some good mic work. Not a big fan of his pipe bombs and the more whiny type stuff, but when it's a back and forth, he's really good.
A lot taller than Ray. Are you sure you're not Eddie's son?
Yeah, there it is. We knew that was coming.
Son of a bitch.
What is it?
You're one funny diaper wearing son of a bitch.
Diaper wearing ass. That was good. Those are some great collections. I enjoy that stuff. I can watch those forever. And again, when you get everything working at once, when it's hard cutting and it stays right on point with the storyline or comes out of the blue, those are the ones that really, for me, really take it to another level.